All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Uh, what happened? I started talking about some stuff and the microphone cut out and started buffering or something. Someone was talking about a ghost or something. The ghost of Ron something. And I don't know. I think these people are transferring this thing or dropping it off in our chats or whatever. Possibly. I think Kelton said something about the ghost of Ron Logan. Next thing you know, my computer went kapooey. But I'm not sure, but we're back for peaceful fire and chat. But thanks for Debbie for letting me know my microphone went out. Yeah, I don't know what these people are doing in this Delphi case. I'll tell you this much, something is very demonic and somebody's doing something that they shouldn't be doing. In the Delphi case. If these people are using magic or demons to try and silence people, they opened a whole can of whoop ass in the United States. This is exactly what the higher ups were looking for, the access of evil. Well, we know this much. Rigor mortis sets in after so long with death until it really sets in. I do believe it's within 7 hours or so, a little after that. Rigor mortis starts right away, but it takes time to build up. As soon as the body dies, it starts setting in. But like I said, it takes a while. Hello, Miss Monica. Can you folks hear me okay? Am I too loud or is the microphone okay? I didn't even see the microphone went dead and little Debbie said there's something wrong and I don't know what it is. I have no idea what it is around here. Is it possible they're sending it through chats? I'm not sure. Who knows? Who knows? I have no idea. Excuse me. Hopefully, little Debs comes back. I did messenger, but she might be tired. How was your evening, Miss Monica? I'm sorry, but I had a laugh over there at Miss Criminalities. Is it funny? No. Will it be funny? I don't know. If some people, it's funny to us. The people that are suspects, right? The names and everything, and I don't know. It's just pretty crazy if you ask me. But you didn't hear about Johnny Messer, Elvis, and that not until the last year, right? Elvis Fields and Johnny Messer, and that has all been hid away or whatever. If there was anything to it, but supposedly they were out for drugs. Maybe someone took the money and never gave them the drugs. It was I mean, there's numerous things what it could be. Been good. I'm getting sleep though. I'm getting sleepy. Oh, Oh, well, good night. It's getting late. Probably going to be hitting the hay here soon myself. This dang time change has got us all crazy and mad. You know, what are we finding out? We're finding out the people within the Delphi case, for one, they should not be covering any children's cases. If it's true what they've been saying, uh, they shouldn't even be. They shouldn't have nothing to do with Delphi. I think they're trying to put hits on people. That's what I think. And whether the mafia's involved, were they involved in the murders of the girls? No. Could they be involved in trying to kill some of us YouTubers because we're too close to the truth? Yes. But did they have any kind of play within the Delphi murders? No. No. Italians don't kill little tiny girls. I'm sorry. It is possible that one of these idiots got pissed because we got too close to him and tried to hire hitmen to kill us. That is possible. That's very possible. How was the rest of Criminalities Live? I missed it. Oh, it was funny. Everybody was busting jokes about Elvis and Wiener and all these people. I'm gonna honestly say it'd be hilarious if it got into court, right? Judge, we called Wiener to the stand. Right? It's just it's it was funny. But you know what? You need some kind of laughter in this madness. And it's madness. Hey, Michael Lukey. Ah, there's little Debbie's. Oh, she blew me a kid. Right back at you, Carol. But we really don't know. We'll have to wait until court, if it makes it to court. Nah, what did Lane Staley say? It's way too late, Johnny. It is late. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. I just wanted to do a fast live for little Debbie's. She wanted to relax and chill. Ooh, wait, I gotta get my tea. My tea is in the microwave. Hold on. All right. I had to get my tea out of the microwave. No, I have no idea, Michael. I don't check my subs or views or anything. I have no idea if I've grown. I think I've lost people. I don't know. Lost a lot of YouTubers, but I'm not in it. I never got on YouTube for subs and views. When I first got on YouTube, I had no idea. Oh, how rude of me. Let me get some tea for you ladies. I don't know if I don't know if I'm monetized or not. I know one thing. I had a lot of views, but how many? I don't know. I thought it was up in the 50K or something like that, but I'm not sure. Oh, tea. Let me get some tea for you ladies. But I can tell you this much, we are now starting to believe that this whole hocus pocus, sleight of hand, witchery, sorcery stuff is real. And ladies and gentlemen, you might be witness to what we did back in the 1800s with the Great Witch Hunt or Warlock Hunt or whatever it was in real life. Real life stuff. Just like they did back in the 1800s. That's exactly what it's looking like. It would explain all of our sicknesses and madness and people getting attacked and demons showing up and all this stuff and people being ghosted or whatever. And it makes perfect sense to me. Listen, I've been on YouTube for a long time, ladies and gentlemen. And I ain't never, and I mean I ain't never had the feeling I've had since I joined this Delphi crap or whatever it was. It was only until certain things occurred or things I was watching or who I was watching or whatever, whether it be guitar or crime or whatever. It's we're locking in on things, right? Yeah, it is super dark all around when you think about it. Oh yeah, Miss ATS News. Sure is. Yes, grab some tea there, Michael. Nah, I don't watch MS. Um, I don't watch any of that stuff. At so many angles, just dark. It is dark. It's demonic or whatever you want to call it, or evil or whatever. Maybe, maybe it is. And you know what? Maybe people didn't even realize uh, it was happening to us, right? So blinded, so spelled, hexed, cursed, or whatever. Maybe. FBI said staged, but was it? I think it was. Do I think the witchery stuff is real and stuff? Yes. But I don't think they had anything to do with it. No, I think this is something more devious with Delphi. Something just is not fitting the whole case. It was mysterious from day one. Leaks, suspects, devices taken. I think it all goes around this thing out there that was going on before Abby and Libby passed away. It's been going on for a while out there. That's why they actually created the task force. Like, was it Odin or sacrifice or made to look like one? Yeah, that's what I'm probably thinking. Made to look like one. Oh, you know what? It could have been a sacrifice, but not by real Odins, because they would have never left evidence that pointed directly to Odin. That would be the most stupidest organization or the most brazen organization in America to sacrifice two girls, leave evidence that points directly to them and say, here we are. Are they calling the American people out? Are they calling the American military out to say, here we are and there's nothing you folks can do about it? You're lucky I'm not in the White House, ladies and gentlemen, because we would be doing something directly about it. Higher up, Chalance, whatever. This is what happens when you people believe that organizations and people with a lot of money know the best for all the citizens and the people, like like a mock sacrifice. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yes, Lane Staley is back. Dust off the dirt, Lane. And people were getting attacked. Hell, I was getting attacked. People were getting attacked. If you had the name Johnny or any of these people, you were attacked. Well, probably because they didn't have a full name. Stuff was leaked amongst these people, and they might have just got a name, Elvis, right? What? Elvis or Johnny or whoever it may be in the Delphi case, and they didn't have all the evidence, or they did have the evidence, and they were looking for fall guys to try and take the fall or to pin it on. Right? There's already evidence out there that these people were looking for dirt to dig up on people. Why? Well, 7 years went by, and they ain't got the killer, and they needed somebody, a killer. Maybe they did divert people away from Johnny Messer, Elvis Fields, or whatever his name is, or maybe they were looking for other people to take the fall. Right? But they got caught. A lot of people got hurt. A lot of people got attacked, and the state's got to pay for that. And and probably YouTube, because YouTube was supposedly getting reports from people that were reporting people. Why weren't they shut down? Why weren't they caught? Well, I don't know. You'd have to talk with the YouTube computer or the people that are in charge of YouTube or whatever. But I can witness to some people that made calls. Nothing was done. Some people did make calls, and and it was an answering machine. They weren't even real Delphi links. They were fake links. People were given evidence or tips, but it wasn't a real thing. No one got called back. No one got interviewed. Nobody got nothing. So right there was telling us that either something was very, very wrong, or we were on the right track, and we already have some of these people in prison. And I do believe we already have some of these people in prison. Even the voice guy. Pack up, come to Winnipeg. Michael Luke says, Elvis, suspicious minds. Oh, can you see what the court date, what the judge would prosecute? We want to call this guy up to the stand, Elvis. And everybody going, oh my God, Elvis. We thought he's gone. You know? Or Johnny Messer messing with Wiener in the fields. I mean, this is going to be hilarious. If it was staged to look like it was related to Odinism, then why didn't they frame an Odin? They all could be Odinists for all we know. The whole shooting shebang could be Odinist. We don't know. Corruption, they're talking about Freemasons and all kinds of stuff. Just horrible. Horrible. A black line that is drawn on this case will soon be drawn on all of us. It's like the Bob Dylan song or the Wallflowers. The same black line that's drawn on that case will be drawn on Fifth Avenue. Fifth Avenue heartaches. Yeah, there's a bunch of heartaches down there, but we ain't that dumb. We ain't that dumb. A lot of us were attacked, assassinations tried. A lot of people got hurt. And this was the problem when you have a state that is in disarray and being covered up. So I don't know. Next time, do a better job. But I wouldn't doubt it if them guys died. Probably got their heads busted open. You'll probably find a lot of these jokers popping up because they made a mistake. They attacked the wrong dude. And this, I can tell you this much: the dude they attacked is going to make sure every single one of them are gone. It might take 5 years, but they're going to make sure every single one of these people are gone. That's pretty much it, folks. I do imagine they pissed the wrong dudes off. They blamed the wrong people. But what, you got no one to blame but the state for letting this get way out of hand. I mean, well, I can't say that. I can't say it's the state's problem because the state's been looking for this corruption for a long time. They've been looking for the axis of evil for a very long time, folks. Right? Maybe, I don't know. But I can tell you this much. They pissed off the wrong people. They definitely pissed off the wrong people. As soon as they started blaming the mafia and the syndicate and the mafia and all these people, they pissed off the wrong people. They should have just Odin's. Well, nobody knows Odin witches in the woods, but everybody has heard of the Odin MC Club, right? Yeah. I think these people blamed the wrong people. Tried to pin it, make it look like what it wasn't. Do I think bodies will be showing up everywhere? Oh yeah, this will be a regular Goodfellas. It'll be a regular Goodfellas. They have them popping up everywhere, freezers, rivers, and that's that. You know what can you say? Not much when you're dealing with meth like they're talking now. In the Delphi case with Johnny Messer and Wiener and or whatever it was, they gave somebody $4,000 to get meth. Yeah, I would imagine so, baby. We're looking at possible RICO charges, and if it is an organization, these guys just sealed the organization's ass in a clink. It's all over with. And if you pissed off the head honcho, right, the guy that sits above all this madness, if you guys pissed him off, you're gonna have bodies coming up everywhere. Yeah, very dangerous situation. I don't think these boys know how dangerous it is. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. These are the guys that don't give a shit if they're cops or not. You understand? I mean, I don't think you folks know what these idiots down south have created. Right? Then they blame the white national brotherhood or whatever for the murders or some kind of. You look at Odinists. What are they? Well, they're white nationalists. They only believe in white stuff and white. I mean, these guys pissed off everybody. Trump charged with RICO? No, not Trump. I ain't talking about Trump. I'm talking about the Delphi case. Mr. Lukey. The people that were now being talked about that were buying massive amounts of meth. $4,000 worth of meth. That's a lot of meth. That's a lot of meth. Yeah, it seems like that's where this is heading, right back to where we thought. Keegan Kline, drugs. Keegan Kline had photos on social media with giant bags of pot, white powder, gold chains, diamond rings, gold watches, and all kinds of shit. It makes sense to me. I mean, I know it don't to a lot of people, but to me it does. Then you had the connections within the prison, right? They were making calls out of the ballpen, probably. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. A 7-year-old murder in backwoods Indiana. Well, no, that ain't the only one. 33. 33 people, Lane Staley. 33 people dead out there down south. Ah. Well, we really won't know. Lane, go to bed. Sorry, Lane, you gotta go to bed. It's time for night night, Lane. What did he say? Is he in her busting gonads again? Well, Lame, you have many counts. I'm sure you'll be back with another one. Nah, you made 120 pierogies. Oh my God, that's good. Pierogi would be good right now. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What am I saying to the world? It's all over with, folks. There ain't nothing left to do. There ain't nothing that could be done down in Delphi that would change anything. The whole case was just the whole crime scene trampled on, evidence all over. Was Elvis there? He could have been there. He could have been the search team. He could have been one of the people that were there. He could have been just making the whole dang thing up because he's a meth head. Yeah, could be. And that's why we need to make changes to the justice system. In something like this, uh, we need to know if they're telling the truth or just trying to get their 15 minutes of fame. We don't know. It's the same thing when people are talking about Greeno. He's full of crap. We caught him in hundreds of lives. Well, we really don't know if he's lying or not because we have no way to look at him in the face. I mean, some people have a good judge of character, but can you look someone in the face and say, well, they're a liar? You can't. It's hard. It's hard. You'd have to bring in body readers and CIA and FBI people that read bodies, investigators that would be able to look at Mr. Greeno and say he's lying, or look at Mr. Elvis and say you're lying. We don't know. Can I ask you folks? Can I ask you folks one question? What kind of idiots would commit a crime like this and say the things that they did? Can any of you explain that to me? If Richard Allen was the killer, why did he stay in Delphi for 5 years? He didn't seem like he was somebody that was worried about nothing. Even when the photo came out, did Richard Allen run? Nope. He stayed right there. Something made these guys feel that they were invincible, that they were untouchable. Because anybody in their right mind pulls off something like that, and sticks around that area. Many ran from Indiana. Why was Richard Allen the only one that stayed? Miss Monica, you are right. He did give a statement, but it was never followed up. But if Richard Allen was a killer and he knew he was lying, as soon as that bridge photo was released, Richard Allen would have left. The only reason Richard Allen wouldn't have left was somebody made him feel like they're never going to find out. See, here's the thing. Richard Allen, even if they didn't find his statement, even if he didn't give a statement, Richard Allen would have been found out if that was him on the bridge anyway. It would have took a longer time. But Richard, if that is Richard Allen on the bridge, they would have found out. It was just a matter of time. But Richard didn't run. Now we have other people that played a part in this case. And they all boot scoop boogied out of Indiana. Why? And Miss Monica, that is a very good question, and I'm not upset at all if I sound like I'm raising my voice. It's just sometimes I get closer to the mic. But that's a good question. Ralph, respect those girls. Or Raphael, what did he say? Debbie blocked me for answering the dude's question. I don't disrespect nobody. No, all right. Does that make sense to anybody out there? If Richard Allen was the killer, he knew about the crime, he knew that he was guilty, even though he wasn't questioned and they didn't follow up on his statement. Don't you think that anybody would have ran? He would have said, "Mom, holy crap, that's me on the bridge. I'm out of here." And he would have boot scoop boogied. Eventually, they would have found out who Bridge Guy was, but then you have to hunt down the man. He could have left the state. 5 years went by. He could have jumped on a plane and been in Costa Rica. He could have been anywhere. Richard Allen stuck around for a reason. Either Richard Allen is that dumb, or Richard Allen was led to believe that it was okay. We got your back. The brother thing, or whatever, the gang that they belonged to, or whatever. Even if they didn't know it was him on the bridge, I imagine the data from the girl's phone of that account of Anthony Shots would sooner or later link other people to this case. Maybe he didn't leave because of his family. Well, that's true. But don't you think 5 years gone by, don't you think he would have picked up and said, "Baby, I think we need to move. I'm just not feeling it no more in Indiana. Right? Let's go somewhere else." He could have put in a transfer, depending on how long he worked at CBS. If he was upper higher echelon, he could have went to another state that might have been affiliated with that CBS and worked there. It don't make sense that he stuck around for 5 years, 6 years, and didn't get caught and didn't run. It just don't make sense. Soon they came out and they started talking to the killer. As soon as Doug Carter started talking to the killer over the YouTube, social media, and the internet. That would have gave the killer, if he had any kind of brains, enough signal to say, "Oh shit, I'm out of here." I mean, really, when you think about it, if he was the killer, he's the most stupidest killer in the world. He places himself there. 5 years go by. If he's the killer all along, this is working on his mind. All along, he's watching his shoulders. He's looking over his back the whole time. I don't buy it. He would have packed up everything and split. I'm not sure. I'm not saying Richard Allen is the killer. I'm not saying he's not the killer. I'm saying they have something on Richard Allen, or they would have never made the arrest. And we said that years ago. They got something. They got something on him because they wouldn't arrest him. Either that or they're trying to, he's an scapegoat. For all we know, he was set up. And we won't be able to tell until it gets into court, until we see all the evidence. He had numerous phones. He might not even had phones. He might have had one phone and a whole bunch of SIM cards that he could put in that one phone and just keep switching SIM cards. Keeping data on them and everything. Take it out, go get another SIM card, put it in the same phone. Hell, some SIM cards work in different phones. I mean, they must have had something to say it was Richard Allen. If not, Richard Allen's going to be a very rich man. And I'm going to have to pay for that. And that pisses me off because I'm a taxpayer and I hate giving money away when I'm poor. And so many other people in Indiana are too. So it kind of upsets me because even though I don't make enough to claim taxes, every time I walk into a store, the federal government and state gets a piece of my money. So I do pay taxes. I just don't get nothing back. And I don't make enough to claim anyways, and that's not our problem right now. Our problem is finding the culprit or the culprits involved in the Delphi case. And everybody is on DEFCON 5. Everyone's asking, why is everybody doing why are we doing all this and that? Well, because we're not going to be taken out that easy just because we're too close to something. Yeah, we won't know until the trial. I heard that, Michael. What did Michael say? Interview one first, 70 days assessed. Oh my God, all these people think we don't know. Can I honestly say who the killers were? No, but it's starting to look like there was a whole bunch of people involved. It was a racket, a ring. Right now, if they enter meth into this whole thing, this $4,000 worth of meth, which is a buttload of meth, well, we might be looking at charging these people with RICO acts and stuff. Right, this organization or whatever, these Odins or whatever. Time to shut them down, boys. Very possible. Trafficking and pedo photos and everything. That's RICO, buddy. I mean, they could have. I don't know if they would, but if anything with drugs or organization stuff, that's all labeled under RICO Act, though. mafia, biker stuff, all that. That's all RICO stuff, man. The government wants, they're going to stomp the crap out of this whole thing. That was defense team. Allen wasn't charged with contempt. I have no idea who they're trying to do contempt on or whatever. All I know is there's connection to music, there's connection to drugs, there's connection to trafficking, there's connection to this stuff that's screaming RICO to me. Mafia. Well, they might be trying to hire the mafia to kill us. All kinds of stuff. I don't care. They want a war break out, a race war or whatever. I can get them. Go ahead. I can guarantee you they're not backing down from them. I think the state's going to rest their case that there's plenty of data to go around with these loon birds. 3 defense dismissed based on exploratory evidence destroyed. Yeah, it just screams something's going on. They'll be bringing in the troops here pretty soon, boys. Indiana's been screaming something about some war, the militia getting involved with the state or whatever. If these boys were on a mission to create some kind of a war in America, they accomplished their mission, because that's what we might be seeing in America. Ladies and gentlemen, little laser beams coming down from the sky. And it'll be all over with. They did a job. If they were on a mission to destroy the world and the justice system in America, they're doing a good job. They say Manson wanted to start a race war. Yeah. Manson was from Indiana. His family name was Maddox. He's right here from Indiana. And they say some of his followers still exist. Very well, maybe. I don't know. All I know is people are coming. Is it going to be ugly? I'm going to tell you just like the president told you, folks. It's going to get ugly. It's going to get ugly before it gets better. I suggest you folks don't get in their way. I really suggest you folks don't get in their way. I'm not sure if Jared was from Indiana or not. Manson was. I do believe Manson's mother was a prostitute in Indiana. From here. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. But that's what the research and all the documents and documentaries and everything say. Let's compare Jarrett to Manson. Nah, I don't think so. I think Jarrett was up for something else, wasn't he, or something? Didn't he come across some trouble or something? Charlie said she was born too early to be called a flower child. I don't know. There was a genius, but a madman. And I'm not going to lie, I listened to some of Charlie's songs. Charlie Manson songs that he wrote. Some people covered them. Like I said, folks, there's a fine line between genius and madman. There's a very fine line. Beach Boys. Yeah, he had a run-in with the Beach Boys. That is true. He was very upset at Dennis. I know one of the drummer. Yeah. That's what they claimed. That they covered one of Manson's songs. He wasn't mad about that. He was mad that they changed the lyrics to the song. That's what he was mad about, I believe. It wasn't that the drummer or whatever or the Beach Boys covered the song. It was something they did something to his lyrics or they changed the melody of it or something, and that pissed him off. That was his music, and I guess he thought he was going to be signed as a writer or something, or a musician to a label. Dennis was trying to help him out, or one of the Beach Boys was trying to help him out. And yeah, it was just a mess. It was just a mess. It was just a mess. And I seen somebody in my chat post that he was trying to start a war. He did the same thing that we're seeing in Delphi. He committed the crimes and blamed everybody else, all the other races or the black race or whatever. And that's exactly what we've seen in the Delphi case and the Summer Wells case, that they're blaming these other organizations. And what they don't realize is these organizations are probably pretty pissed at these dudes. I don't know. Listen, I'm not affiliated with the mafia at all, no organizations, but I can tell you this much about the American mafia, the Italians, the real mafia. They don't kill little girls. So I got to stand and back the mafia on that. They do not kill little girls. And I would even say that it is too bad a business for the Mexican mafia, like some of these YouTubers were saying that did the hit or whatever these guys were saying. It's bad business. Nobody's going to buy drugs from them if word on the street is they're killing little girls if you don't pay them their money or what your families. That's very bad business. Nobody will deal with them. Too risky. They would have killed the family. They would have killed the whole family. When it comes to the Mexican mafia, they don't leave nobody behind. They would have took more than just the two girls. So I'm not buying that either. I'm not buying anything that something's going on down there in Delphi and Indiana in general, everywhere. Everywhere in America. I really can't tell you what. We've seen it. It's a pattern. It's mad. It's drove everybody mad, even us. Did he? Well, damn. I heard on some podcasts that was a joke. What was they become popular with surfing songs, but didn't live near the beach? No, they lived near the beach. The Beach Boys? They started in California. No, they were beach people. And the drummer was a surfer, and they did. They did live by the beach. They did, Cal. There were near a beach, not quite a beach community, but Dennis was a surfer. Watch Stallone and Tulsa King. Oh, Stallone. They'll make me call him, bring him into court. Tulsa King. I haven't even seen Tulsa King yet. I hear it's great. Why didn't he just make it into a movie? Why did he have to do this? You can't even watch it. It's on these channels that you got to buy. Dennis was the only surfer. The more you know. Yeah, Dennis was a surfer. They were out there. I don't know, but why didn't he make it a movie? This series, I can't. Where do you find this series? You gotta buy a cable network. Why didn't he just make? He should have made that a movie. Right when he comes walking up to the big Indian, and the big Indian says something to him, and Stallone said something back to him. Stream it. I don't know. I'll have to look at it and see. Good morning, Miss Brunswick. Is it morning already? It's late. What time is it? Shit, it's 2:30. I'm getting tired of this, man. I'm going back on the sleeping pill express. Staying up this late. There's no reason why I should be up this late. Well, there is one reason, but that's about it. Just one reason that I would stay up this late. New Brunswick from Winnipeg. Yes, Michael's. Miss New Brunswick. Michael Lukey's also from Canada, I believe. Got the Canadians in the house tonight. Kenzie brothers. Never out west. No way. What kind of pill? Sleeping pill. I'm tired of staying up this late. Like a dang vampire. The only time I stayed up this late is when I was with a woman or I was recording a song in my studio thing and stayed up real late to try and finish or get down something, or the lead wasn't right. I got to finish this song, and that's about it. Other than that, well, back in my day when I was younger, I used to stay up. But that's for a whole nother video, whole nother day. I know you're hooked on yourself, Lame Staley. Lame Staley said, I dig that Ralph dude. Now he's you. The Raphael dude is you. Oh, God. I don't know. These are just my opinions, my theories on this case. What is going on in the Delphi case? Who knows? I'm pretty much fed up with it. Everybody's fed up with it. Bottom line, I think it just comes down to is these people blamed a lot of people. Hell, they even blamed me. And they said they had receipts, they had proof, and they had all kinds of crap. And it's obvious they don't. It's obvious they're up shit's creek without paddles. Is there anything anyone could do about it? No, hunker down. This very well could be the madness that we were looking for within our country, embedded within our country, woven into our fabrics of justice. It might get ugly. Who knows? Who knows? A lot of people are asking me, Johnny, what is going on? All these Apaches flying around in the cities and what is going on? Exactly what you folks should be thankful for is justice and integrity and morals coming back to America. I know I'm happy. You think I'm going to be afraid if one of my great United States soldiers are walking around outside patrolling our streets as we sleep and our children sleep at night? No, it ain't. It ain't gonna scare me. I'll be thanking the good God up above. Finally, somebody got some brains, started using them. People, you can't do that. You cannot protect our country that way. Oh, I see. I see. Johnny sounds like he's losing his voice. Nah, I got something. Trespass. Somebody do. Ah, excuse me. I don't know. Probably somebody putting some kind of curse. Somebody sleeping and actually left their body and is trespassing on me. Maybe somebody doing a spell or something. Yeah, it's going to get pretty ugly, folks. I'm here to tell you. It's going to get pretty ugly, probably. Uh, what can we do? Not much. Stay at home. That's about it. Don't get caught up in this madness. Stay out of their way. Let them do their jobs. If you see a helicopter flying around your neighborhood, people zip lining out of it, uh, just think you're lucky stars it's not your house. That's what you folks should be doing. Not complaining about it. I mean, we're tired of these flip floppers. My God, they're killing us. Okay, we're going to send troops in. We're going to clean and sweep everything, get out of our way. Oh my God, you can't do that. Well, we're tired of hearing about it. We try and save the country, and then we get people on the news and everything, and I can't believe this. Well, we we wanted to come in and save people, but you said we couldn't do that. And now you're on the news saying that your kids are dead. Someone shot your kid in the neighborhood, and somebody's raped your done. What do you people want? What do you people want? We want peace, morals, integrity, safety. We're lacking in skills in America because the kids can't sleep and they can't learn in school because they're half scared to death. What do you want, folks? You want to sit here and watch your country disappear, be overtaken by tyrants and madmen and crazy people that still 2024 still believe in something they did in the 80s. I'm not talking about believing in God. I'm talking about these people believe in story fairy tales that Vikings told their sons and daughters so they would go to sleep. What do you folks want other than me dead? I gotta have a cough drop. ISIS is starting its shit up again. We have borders. It's only a matter of time. Well, it's obvious they don't have the right people in there, because what I would be doing is trying to negotiate with these people right now. That's what I would be doing. I would be bringing these people to the peace table before I brought them to the battlefield. If there is no compromise, well, then I guess it's going to be the battlefield. Get out of our way. Whichever it may be. I don't know what these people want. I have no idea. I know I can't go another day with turning on the TV and listening to people. Why is this happening in America? And, well, folks, we want to shut it down, but we want to make sure we have the citizens backing. If helicopters are flying around your neighborhood and they ain't coming to your house and zip lining down and busting your windows, we should all be thanking the lucky stars. Who gives a crap what they're doing? They're doing their jobs, protecting us. But I'm just an idiot, so it don't matter what I say. But it's late, folks. I need to break this curse, this spell, myself. I keep losing out in life. I keep losing on chances. I keep losing out on love and everything. Whether it's deliberate, maybe a sign from God, whatever it may be. Good night there, Michael Lukey. And anyone else that did go to bed, and I'm on my way to bed too. I don't know what these people want. I don't know what this world wants. But I can't live in a country that's chewing its curd twice. I can't live in a country that is flip flopping. They want the madness to stop. We make adjustments. We get ready to do things. And even though we might have to arrest people of our own, even though we might have to arrest some of these people that put their lives on the line, maybe they went rogue, maybe whatever this problem is in America is the problem. It's the citizens' problem also, not just the countries, not just the government. It's us citizens' problem too. I don't know about you folks, but I'm pretty much fed up with the madness. I wish I could go back to 1979. Wish I can go back to 1980. Wish I can go back to 1968 when I was born. I wish a lot of things, folks. And I wish this never would have happened in Delphi. I wish this never would have happened in our country. But as the good book said, these people became so powerful, became so rich that they considered themselves gods. And that explains everything, folks. Right there. They were not God. And this very well might be punishment to the whole world, or at least the government, from God. We're not sure. There's only one God, and that's it. You can try and be like God, think you're better than God, whatever. And I'm sure you'll be dealt with just like Satan was. There's only one God, and that's it. Now, I can sit here and make movies all day, scripts, TV shows, whatever you want, but I can't deal with the madness myself. I'm done with it for a while. I think I'll take a break myself. If they're using magic and witchery, they're screwed, folks. That's all I'm going to tell you. No matter what country you're at, your country will suffer for you. And we will make sure that we let your country fellow men know that your country is suffering because these people decided to worship the devil. There ain't no way around America, boys. There ain't no way around the United States military and the branches that fall underneath. If they're using witchery and magic to control the case or try and use it as a weapon, it's all over with. It's all over with, boys. And there won't be nothing you can do about it. Not a dang thing. $1992. What year was that? 1992. Where was I? What was I doing in 92? '92, I was in Illinois. I do believe in 1992 I was in Illinois. Oh, wait, 92. Yeah, I do believe I was in Illinois in 92. Just got back from Florida, working down in Florida for a couple of years. Tarpon Springs area, Clearwater Beach area. Just got back from a couple of years of working down there. So, yeah, I was in Illinois. And I was having a blast, I can tell you that much. 63. That was before my time. You're a young pup, Kelp. You were born in 92. You're a young pup. Did you guys just hear that creaking noise? Came right in the corner of my apartment. Now, either that's the... I wonder if it's a temperature change with the siding. It probably is. That's what I'm thinking. Ghost, spirit or something. I don't know. I think it's a temper change with the siding outside. PVC siding contracts, expands with heat and cold. That's what it might be. I'm hoping it's that. We're hoping it's that, and I don't have to call Ghostbusters. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting off this contraption. I want to thank all you folks for stopping in. No, 92 was one of my best years. No, wait, 1992. That's probably when, yeah. That's when old Prince came out. Wasn't it, with Little Red Corvette or whatever? No, that was in the 80s, I do believe. Late 80s. Well, I'm not sure. We'll find out what of it. Young, with the love of my life. Healthy, good years. Yes. Love is great when you find the right one. Yes, I got to get some sleep. You folks have a good night. Be safe. I got to watch my coffee too. I'm drinking way too much coffee. I got to cut back on things. I don't know how I'm going to survive this. Coffee, soda. God bless you all. Have a great night. Be safe. Don't believe everything you hear. In the Delphi case, when will we know the truth? Hopefully in court we'll know the truth. How many people were affected from this madness in Delphi, Indiana, period, this cult, whatever it is, gang? More than you folks will ever know. Were they innocent? Most of us were. Innocent people got too close to the truth. Who knows? I don't know. Quit attacking us. And don't ever blame us for sticking up for ourselves and children and our country. Yeah, we could use Steven Seagal right about now. Steven Seagal. We could use him. We could use him. I'm talking a worldwide, or at least an American, a whole nation changing. The whole way, the whole thing, the way we do business, our doctors, our nurses, our hospitals, our healthcare, our security, our justice system, our school system, the whole thing being reformed, reworked, recreated. It'll take time. Can it be done? Yes, but it'll take time. And we'll need the Americans' people backing. You can't do something this big without having the people there behind you. Now I'm going to end this video. I lost all my mods. They're sleeping. I don't blame them. They're very credible ladies that work and take care of families. Oh, my little Debbie's still here. I know she's tired, so I'm going to end this video. God bless you all. Sleep good. Lock your doors, folks. What is the problem with America? We don't have enough boots on the ground. That is our problem. That's our problem. We don't have enough boots on the ground. You notice this crap only happens when we end up in a war and sending troops and our boys somewhere else. What happens? That opens the door for these evil people to come in and operate. Why our boys are off protecting other countries. We're going to change a lot of stuff, folks. We're going to change a lot of stuff. Mr. Trump is right. It's never been done before because we've always gone by this system. It's broke. It's got to be revamped. It's got to overcome. It's got to adapt on the fly. We got to be more mobile. We got to be more. That'll be another video for another day. You folks have a good night. God bless. Lock your doors. Lock your windows at night when you sleep. I know. We're doing our best, folks. What do you want? Look at the madness we live in. Have a good night.